Well, hey there folks, and welcome back to the Quick Crop Polytunnel. Well, this is just a quick follow-up video on a melon one we did a couple of weeks ago because I've had a number of questions, which basically means I wasn't really clear. So one of the things we were talking about in the video was removing these side shoots from the melon plant. And just like a tomato or a cucumber, your side shoot basically grows from the junction between a leaf stem, there's your leaf stem, and the main stem, and that's our main stem running up our twine there. Now, the reason I was removing them is that in this case, we are growing our melons up a single, or rather double stem, sorry, um, training them up a double stem here. And if I was to let that side shoot grow, it's going to produce a whole new stem. And obviously at every junction, we're going to produce a whole new side shoot. So we just end up with a bit of an unruly mass, which is not what we want here. But what I wasn't clear about is I was saying I was going to remove the shoots as the plant grows, but what I meant to say was that that's only up to about maybe knee height, because a melon plant won't produce fruit from the main stem. So this is our main stem. We've got flowers here, but no fruit. But if we have a look at a side shoot here, and again, we have our leaf stem, and there's our junction with our main stem, and here's our side shoot. And on the end here, we've got a nice little immature melon fruit starting to form. So what I'm going to do here then is I'll let a couple more leaves grow here because the plant obviously needs its leaves for photosynthesis. And then I'm going to nip out the end of that side shoot. So we end up then with a number of short side shoots, sort of above knee height, each with a single melon fruit on them. And depending on what variety you're growing, and this one here is Minnesota Midget, so it's kind of a small grapefruit size melon, I'd expect to get maybe 8 to 10 ripe fruit from that in the season. But if you're growing a larger fruited variety, so this is Emer F1, so that's a kind of a larger cantaloupe melon, you'd expect to get maybe 5 or 6 ripe fruit. Now, the plant will keep producing fruit, but as we get into late summer, into autumn, and we have lower light levels, the later produced fruit isn't going to ripen. So what we do is, this is our main growing tip of the main stem here. We're going to pinch that out once the plant gets up to about 6 foot, or we have the desired number of melons on the plant. And that means then that the plant is putting all its energy into ripening our delicious sweet melons for our table, rather than trying to ripen fruits that, because of the season, are never going to ripen anyway. So that's it from our melon bed. We will be back again soon, hopefully show you some developing melons, and then finally some lovely sweet melon fruit. So we'll see you next time.